Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Vineyard podcast. My name is Hope Nyokabi and you are?
Timothy Kingori.
And you are?
By the way. But at least they put to us the names.
Day one of school.
Please follow my script. You
sorry, I'm Sonia Thuita.
Tunapatianga editor kasi mingi. Anashinda tu
because we forget to say our names. This is your dose of fun, laughter, banter, and a whole lot of realness. We hope that you have been well since the last time we graced your screens. We've also been very well. Looking forward to spending a few more minutes with you today again to speak about very jerking issues. Yeah, they jolt you a little bit. Yeah,
yes.
And just still in the spirit of last week, speaking about really reflection. This week again, the topic that we have is called the House of Cards, and it's really drawn from some things we had seen some time back, and we're going to be referencing a lot on what we have seen a lot on social media and the lives that people build and how we struggle to maintain them. And we'll probably just be interrogating also how other people, we generally, are recipients and how we receive such information and how we respond to it. So I just wanted to start with, you've probably seen the story of Caliph Cairo, the story of Vineyard. Now, as we start on this episode, let us start by first of all sharing that we might not be experts at their lives and we really don't know. But there are some few things, and I think key things that we can be able to take away from them. And this is what we want to spend time deliberating on. And that is, one, do you think it's right for a friend to come and expose that you have defaulted a debt that you guys had agreed on in confidence?
Yes.
Tell us, Madam Sonia.
You are very busy borrowing the money without of confidence. We can extend the grace up to a certain point of me giving you the leeway to pay back. But if it is evident you're running away, expose, you are a thief. That's fraudulent behavior. So we can't say, but no, nilikuomba kwa siri. Basi ungenilipa kwa siri na
and I absolutely like that you say that. And I see and I follow your thought.
Yeah.
But do you think social media is the best place to expose? Because then again, if ni deni yako unafata, what exactly are you following? Ni aibu unataka kuletea huyu mtu ama ni pesa yako unafata?
You're using aibu to make them pay back your money. You're not even necessarily very interested in aibu. It's like that point when Boniface Mwangi was scammed. He was drilling a borehole. Sometimes I don't like some of the things. It's very audacious. He was drilling a borehole. He paid the guy in full over 1 million shillings. Jamaa alikuwa
akabskonda na do.
Sasa ulikuwa useme now I should not shame this man.
For those ones I agree. Those ones, because it's a service that's being provided.
Mimi na wewe Kingori uniombe pesa, then you are refusing to pay me back. Then I'm supposed to be considering the fact that
Tell the other chick.
It's different if you're struggling to pay and you're explaining to me, please give me a bit of time, blah blah blah. But you've just blatantly refused. You've blatantly disrespected me. The rest is not my business.
It's not your business.
Hiya.
You will follow your money however you want to follow it.
Whatever the means.
For me, I'll go the legal way. I wouldn't per se do social media. Unless it's like that. Like let's
you're
say
a fraud.
You're a fraud. Like let's say for example, I was coming to buy an apartment. Ukani swindle. For sure. Guys, there's this place I went to buy yada. Aki amenitoka hivyo 30 mic. Please don't do this. Because I will want
You're
to. Yeah, I'm warning you, but I'm also shedding a light to your actions. And I'm like, I'll be the last person you do this to. For sure. Because I fear most people were quiet about it. They did nothing about it. Naona ile tu tumeachia Mungu. Okay, so good vengeance belongs to the Lord. And at times, we want to help God, do this vengeance. But I think there's prudence in being like, this and this happened to me. Take care. And this is a person that did it to me. But let's anyway hopes. Friend tu koti. Naonesha.
But what is different? See, court is still public shame.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
What would have happened in court is not necessarily not unless there was probably press involved and whatever. Because kuna kesi nyingi zinaendelea kotini and we don't even know about them, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I think I would also just be of the same thought process. If it is a service that is a person is purporting to provide for me,
Yeah.
I would definitely expose. Because mbona huleti pesa, you are a scam.
Yes.
But if it is, I borrowed your money, you borrowed my money, if it's maneno yetu hapa, I would probably take it up the legal route too, instead of shame you publicly, especially if I was borrowing it from the premise of I'm borrowing it from my friend, because there was some esteem that had gone into the thought of I'm giving it to you as my friend. You have broken my trust, true. And really, per se, what I'm trying to follow from you is my money. I'm not trying to ruin you or anything.
To tarnish
your reputation or who you are. I am just following my money. Because I find that with the situation that happened, I don't know whether it's true or not, she borrowed or whether it was cloud chasing or whatever. But per se, let's say a situation like that really does happen, I find that it's very malicious to do that to somebody you claim to be your friend. It is kind of like you are just waiting for an opportunity for them to do wrong, and this is your opportunity to be like, aha, I got you.
But where comes the point? And you see, like that person who exposed Aziad, it's because I think they sat and felt this person has an online presence, so it's actually worth to expose them. So even when I say yes, it's like, you weigh. You're like, sasa okay, kingori hata afadhali. Acha nitumie beshte tu mwenye hata tu. Let's say somebody like Joylin. Joylin is not an online person. Hata uende kumwanika, what does it do? It doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't make sense.
hata tumuoni.
Exactly. You hata ihusu mtu. Like, it's just like, but you see, Asia, that's her entire career. So that is extremely malicious to
because sasa ona, I do that and then she's cancelled, apoteze deal zake and whatever, hata atatoa pesa ya kunilipa.
But I'm seeing where Sonia is coming from. Sonia is coming from the point of, I borrowed you money, but you're big on online. I've tried every other option. Inakata. So I'm left with the one thing I'm sure, if I use this, just maybe, you will now see
that person was probably not even triggering shame. They just want their money back. They probably used every single diplomatic method there was before they got to the place where, like, you also are demonstrating to me that you don't respect me enough to even give me a payment plan. Unless we don't know the nitty-gritties of that, so we're just using an example to illustrate a point. But it's not that the person, we could look at it as fine, they were trying to plan that person's downfall, but where is the accountability of the person who is not paying back the money that they borrowed? If I don't know, let's not use her, we don't know the details of that story. Maybe that person is also saying, let me expose this so that she doesn't also go to borrow other people money and they fall prey to the same schemes of her borrowing money and not paying people back. So in a way, they are serving society. They are telling other people, ukiomba na huyu mkae mkijua hata kulipa, because this is a public figure. You see her maybe here flaunting a certain type of lifestyle. You assume if she's borrowing you money to a certain extent, she'll have enough to pay you back. But kaini tu want, mimi niliomba 25 million, mimi sikuwahi lipwa. Exactly.
And it's interesting that you bring about the point on lifestyle, because then that's probably, again, that's another thing that I wanted to ask. It's in relation to the lives that we paint versus our ability to sustain these lives. And now brings me to the point of this dude Khalif's situation and really what happened to him. Aki fly people to wherever, Maldives or I don't know where and whatever. Kumbe ni client's capital anakula, and then sisi tukapa tunangangana. You want your life to measure up to Khalif Cairo's. But I don't want to so much dwell on that aspect of Khalif Cairo, but I really want to dwell so much on people's responses and reactions to the two stories, the two cases of Aziad and of Khalif. And I just wanted to ask, do we live in a sadistic society? Because I feel like it was, when you're throwing, the dogs waiting for the meat to be thrown to them, and then everybody's, wengine hata wameruka to catch it in the air and whatever, because everybody is waiting for fanye kama kosa kidogo hivi, and then everybody pounces.
And especially for the public figures, it's a very hard life for them, to say the truth. Because but I think it's the cost of fame. Everything has a cost. The same way, like, we feel like being an influencer means making easy money. once they establish themselves, one brand deal, you create a reel like this, you're raking in hundreds of thousands of shillings. So innately people resent you a bit, because for somebody else ye ndio atengeneze 400,000 na reel moja mata 200k na reel moja, hiyo ni salary yake ya kama 6 months. Half a year of waking up and going to work 8 to 5. So while they don't have like a problem, people maybe just sort of have that feeling. So like it's innate, it's suppressed. You're not like thinking about it actively, but the day you can sense somebody's downfall, which is what we are saying, very sadistic, people will always jump on that. And it's again because a lot of us have placed our value in the wrong place. It's always like, oh my God, this influencer, their life looks better than mine, they earn a lot more money than mine. So there are many demigods there. They live a life that you feel you can only aspire towards. And because very many people have put their value in money, possessions, lifestyle, holidays, blah blah blah, etc, whatever. So once they see like there's a chance of Caliph not living the life he's been living to come back down to earth, let's humble him as fast as possible. Mrudishe hapa. He was really looking, mara kwa chopa, mara sijui ako wapi. Aziad was really, one day she became a TikTok sensation, and she was a sensation overnight, and now she's earning good money. It's like, no, we want you to be here with us. Rudi hapa.
Misery loves company.
Misery loves company. So I feel for them. Honestly, I usually feel like public figures and people like that, they should really go for therapy to just take care of themselves. But also, again, I feel like it's the cost.
It's the cost.
It's the cost of the life that you chose. You chose that life.
That's very, very interesting. Perhaps you're just asking, or is it a deserved cost? Because it's true, I'm showing you aspects of my life, but I did not give you power over, does it mean that me allowing you access into some parts of my life means giving you power over those parts of my life, Kings?
I don't say it's deserved. I say it comes with it. For example, if my yes, if my if my pastor, for example, embezzles money, I won't be happy.
Forbid.
But
they don't interact with our money.
Yeah, I was a good pastor.
How I would react versus you embezzling money, it would be harsher for my pastor, because it comes with the role and the responsibilities that are attached to you. So sadly when I think about you and how you've presented yourself to me, there's a standard you've put. So when the downfall comes, the standard will remain same. But I thought ulikuwa mtu umejipanga. But I thought with all these biasharas you are showing us online, you're actually integral, because you kept on telling vijana, sometimes want to inspire, be healthy, see kila time, But you see, actually I agree with you. I think it is deserved. Because it is deserved because you cannot want fame and then say, it's like wanting fame and privacy. It doesn't work. Yeah. It absolutely doesn't work.
Every life has its perks and it has its downside. You take the package as it is.
Or let me be a bit closer. It's like being the president but not wanting ridicule. It doesn't make sense. It comes with the office.
You do not allow opposition.
Whatever you say goes.
Yeah, it comes with the office, And I think it's the Bible says, when you build a house, count the cost. Count the cost. And I think for most of them, they didn't count the cost of, if this goes sideways, I have to be responsible and man enough to take it.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, no, you have no, but true, of course, we are very idle at times at Kenyans, but that's the cost of it, sadly.
And I like that you end on that note of, when you're building your house, count the cost. So if yours is cards, might very easily topple over.
Yeah.
And that's this week's episode on the Vineyard podcast. Till we meet again, please don't build a house of cards.
Don't come for us, guys.
And every example was just for illustration. We have no issues with anybody here.
Not at all. We have not even interacted with any of them.
We don't know them. It's for learning purposes. Yes. See overthink.
Toodaloo.
Bye.